Hello, ladies. Hello, darlings. Hello, divas. This is Miss D, and welcome to my channel, Miss D Loves, where I share a bunch of things that I love. And I love a lot of things, y'all. I love Jesus. I love fragrance. I love lifestyle. I love cooking. I love family. I love a lot of things. But on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I didn't even know that I did, which is a fragrance haul. Did I do a haul? I did a haul, y'all. I wanted to add some things to my fragrance collection for the fall, some things that I didn't have, some things that just came out, a couple of new news. And I did a couple of blind buys just based on some reviews and blogs that I saw by some other fragrance content creators. And yeah, I just wanted to go through them with you. I might save you all a couple of dollars and a little bit of time by going through some of these fragrances, and you can determine whether they're worth you going out to get, or at least going out to put your nose on. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. So yeah, I'm going to go through these new fragrances that I purchased to add to my collection for the fall. I have a lot of fall fragrances, some that I really, really love, but definitely some that I wanted to add to my collection for this year. And some new drops that came out that I felt like I just needed to have. Some I went into the store and was able to put my nose on. And then there were others, honey, that I blind bought, and I will let you know whether I regret my purchases or not. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start with this one. This was the first one that I bought for this fall. This was one that I did want on the last year, but I did not pull the trigger and buy myself a full bottle of it. I actually purchased a travel size of this because I did not know if I was going to like it or not, and it wasn't in the stores where I could go put my nose on it and see if it was something that I liked or not. So I bought myself a sample size. I wore it last year when we went to our Christmas vacation in Florida. So it was like fall weather there when we went for Christmas. And I wore it there so that I could get a sense of how I liked it on me. And child, I loved it. And so this year, I actually got it gifted to me. This was on my wish list. And yeah, hubby bought it for me off of my wish list. And this is Cirque du Soleil. La de Parfum. Did y'all know that Cirque du Soleil had a fragrance? I did not know that, y'all. I just happened to be scrolling through Facebook and I saw the advertisement for it, and I read the notes, and I was like, yes, I am a gourmand girly through and through. And so once I read those notes, I was like, this is something that I would want to try. And look at the packaging, y'all. This is how it comes in the packaging. Isn't this packaging beautiful? Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with the packaging later. I almost hate when I get packaging like this, because what am I gonna do with the packaging? But more importantly, let's get to the juice that is inside of this fragrance. But it is beautiful packaging. So Cirque du Soleil has a fragrance called La de Parfum. And it is a fragrance to me that, if you are a gourmand girl like me, you will absolutely love this fragrance. You can do what I did, which is to buy the sample size and see how you like it. I don't even have the sample size to show you because I went through that while we were in Disney. But yeah, this is something that I definitely wanted to purchase for this fall. Thank you, hubby, for getting this off of my wish list for me. I'm going to read you the notes off of it, but this is everything, y'all. This is the fair. This is pumpkin picking. This is apple picking. This smells like everything to me that fall smells like. All right. A sweet gourmandy fall. All right. So this has top notes of, I'm going to read the notes to you guys. This has top notes of cotton candy, red apple, and bergamot. The mid notes are butter, popcorn, freesia, and iris petals. And then it has base notes of caramel, vanilla bean, amber, and sandalwood. And when I tell you that this thing smells divine, it all goes together. It all goes together, y'all. All of these notes. Don't get don't have get a sense of hesitation because of the popcorn note, because that's almost what caused me to hesitate. But then I like the popcorn notes and things like sticky dates, if you like that. If you like the Charosa 71, that kind of has like that popcorn kind of note to it. If you like those types of fragrances, then you don't have to worry about the popcorn note that is in this. And it blends well with all of the other notes, and it just smells so sweet and caramelly and vanilla and lactonic, and just like walking through a sweet fair with your sweater on during the fall time. I love this. I love this. I, as a gourmand girl, would say that this would be a safe blind buy. But again, if you don't want to take that chance, it's worth purchasing the sample size. I think I got my sample size from Scent Split. Right? But this is a beautiful addition to my fall collection, and I'm very, very happy with this purchase. I intend to wear it. It's good on its own. I wore it on its own just so that I could get a sense and a feel for it. However, I will be layering your girl with a bunch of other fragrances that I have in mind, and I am sure that I will smell delicioso. All right, so that is Le de Parfum from Cirque du Soleil. They have a fragrance. All righty. The next fragrance that I want to get into is another one. I want to get this out of the way because I didn't keep the packaging and all that to a lot of these perfumes, because for why? But a couple of them I did keep the packaging for. So only two really. That is the Cirque du Soleil, and this next one that I am bringing up because it's just so pretty. The packaging is just so grand, so grandeur, that I couldn't throw it away. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this packaging. I have other packaging like that too. I did keep a couple of things. But this one is Navitus Amorous Intense. Amorous Intense from Navitus, y'all. Ooh, child. I wanted this perfume for a little while. I have this is a collaboration. This Navitus Amorous Intense is a collaboration between Navitus and AI the Great. If you don't know her, get on YouTube, go look up AI the Great. She has some fabulous fragrance content. I love her down. I watch all of her content, and she has put me on to a lot of things. And this is one of them. I have the other collaboration that she did with Navitus, which is the Ambrosia Imperial. And I love that down because it is a banana rum fragrance. And I love it. I love banana scents that are done right. I don't like every banana scent, but that banana scent is right up my alley. And so I wanted the other collaboration that she did, which was the Amorous Intense, also something that I saw the notes to. I went in Nordstrom's or Neiman Marcus or one of those two, and I was able to smell the Amorous Intense. And once I smelled it, it was love at first sniff. And if I had smell-o-vision, y'all, my gourmand girlies that want the gourmand done in a very grown and sexy way, you will love this. It is not juvenile by any means, which I can actually go for some fragrances that people consider to be juvenile, but this is by no means juvenile. However, it is definitely a gourmand fragrance that I just love. So this is the packaging for Amorous Intense. And just it comes this way too with the Ambrosia Imperial, and I haven't gotten rid of that one either. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. However, this is what it is. So let me open up this package for you. So this is how it comes out of the sleeve, right? It's a box, and then you open up the box, and you get another box, which is the fragrance is contained inside, right? So you take that off, and then you open it up, and there you go. Amorous Intense. And as luxurious as they have packaged it, is as luxurious as it smells, y'all. And it is a beast mode fragrance. I am a unashamed oversprayer. However, you do not have to overspray these. Um, and yeah, this Amorous Intense is everything. It is everything. It comes with the fragrance notes inside. These are the fragrance notes. I love that they give this to you with the fragrance. And yeah, I love this Amorous Intense. This is your boozy, gourmandy, caramel, vanillic, but sweet, fruity fragrance. All right. This Amorous Intense. Let me read the notes to you. The top notes are baked pear. So you get that? Baked pear. So you know what baked pear smells like. Just picture like a pear cobbler or something of the sorts with everything, included in it. Baked pear pulp, almonds, and applesauce. Those are the top notes. The mid notes are rum absolute, ylang ylang, and French coffee. And the base notes are cinnamon, caramel, whipped cream, and cane sugar. So if you could imagine, if I had smell-o-vision, if you could imagine in your mind what this dry down must smell like. But girl, these fragrance notes pulled me right on into that Neiman Marcus. I think I was in Neiman's. Pulled me right on into that Neiman Marcus, and as soon as I smelled it, again, this was a love at first sniff for me. I was like, hand it over right now. I want it. This I am going to love down for the fall. All right, so this is Amorous Intense by Navitus. This is another collaboration with AI the Great and Navitus. All right, ladies. So the next one up is one that, since I'm talking about her already, I was watching AI the Great's channel, and she was talking about this. This was actually a blind buy for me. I did not get an opportunity to smell this at all. I just heard her talking about it, heard the notes that were read off. And another fragrance content creator had spoken about this too. And as a matter of fact, it was after hers that I decided to pull the trigger and blind buy this, which I don't do all that often if I can help it. Not when if the perfume is over, I would say like $100. More than likely, I'm not going to just blind buy it. I would like to smell it first, whether it be in a sample or in the store. But because she and the other content creator, I can't think of her name right now, were talking about it and pretty much said the same thing about it, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make the purchase. This is by So Avant. I got this from So Avant Garde, and this is called Marshmallow and Lavender. This is Marshmallow and Lavender, and when I tell you that I have fallen in love with this fragrance to the point where I've tried to wear it now, but this is really going to be good in the fall. I wore it already and kind of got away with it. I just really wanted to see how it was going to be on skin for me, and girl, on skin for me, this was, and it was a very good description from the both of them. Oh, I love it. It was a very good description from the both of them because Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it just because it's marshmallow and lavender. I have a lot of trouble with that lavender note. I am not a fan of lavender. I will tell you the truth. I'm not a fan of lavender. But when I heard all of the fragrance notes, I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. And when they both said that the lavender in this fragrance is more in the background, and the other notes are really a lot more prominent, I said, all right, let me try it and pray that I am good with it. Otherwise, I would have just had to gift it to somebody who could stand the lavender more than me. But I will not be gifting this to anybody. I have no regrets about this purchase. The lavender is not off putting to me, as it can be for me in a lot of other fragrances. I smell the lavender a little bit, but it kind of is a good mix with the other notes in this. And the sweetness for me in this fragrance, again, top notes vanilla, marshmallow, and peach. The mid is lavender and jasmine, and the base is vegan musk and sugar crystals. And I like this fragrance a lot, y'all. So much so that I tried to wear it now. And it wasn't cloying, it wasn't, smelling funky on me or anything, but I know that it will perform better in the fall. So I am really excited to have that one added to my collection, and I'm going to be very happy when I do get the chance to really wear it and enjoy it this fall. The next fragrance was also a blind buy for me, but like the Cirque du Soleil, I did buy it in a travel size first. This is the travel size, and this is Tab and Chance's Her Business. Tabitha Brown has come out with a fragrance called Her Business. She has come out with this fragrance, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I will pretty much buy anything that Tabitha Brown makes, and I usually love whatever it is that she makes. But I was a little bit skeptical about buying the perfume. So I'm like, I'm going to support her. I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to buy it in that travel size just to be able to say I support it. But when I took one whiff of Her Business, and I also bought the His Business for my husband, I bought myself a travel and him a travel in his business so that we could just see how they smelled, how we liked it. Yeah, I took a whiff of this the day that I got it, y'all. My husband and I went out on a date night, and I wore it on the date night. Now, judging from the notes, it was my intention to get it for the fall, but I wanted to see how it wore on me. And being that it was a nighttime event and it was cooler outside, I said, let me go ahead and put this on now just so I could see how it wears, because it smells delicioso from the bottle. But let me see how it smells on skin and how it performs. Honey, I immediately came back home, got up on that site, and upgraded to a full bottle because she is full bottle worthy. Okay, she is full bottle worthy, y'all. And so I'm going to read the notes for you, Miss Tabitha Brown. You have done your thing. You have done, Miss Tabitha Brown, you have done your thing in the fragrance. Ain't nothing shabby thrown together about this fragrance, y'all. She did a thing. And this is going to probably be a signature scent for me for the fall. I'm telling you, because this can be daytime, nighttime, whatever, good on its own. I got a couple of ideas for some layering combinations that I want to do with it, but I would absolutely see myself wearing this as a signature scent for the fall. So, the top notes for Her Business are bay rose, bergamot, and orange. The mid notes are orris, tea, and ginger. And the base notes are cacao, caramel, tonka, vanilla, and musk. I love this. I love this. This gives me a little bit of everything that I love and a little bit of everything that I need. And when I tell you, on that date night, that man was right here, right here. Yeah. this is probably going to be a signature scent for me for the fall. So I'm very excited about wearing it this fall. All right, y'all. Next up, was this a blind buy? No. Well, no, it wasn't a blind buy. What happened was I actually was going to order it as a blind buy. It was sold out. And then it dropped because it dropped online first. As soon as I went to order it, it was sold out. They were making a drop for it at the store. And so I ordered it to go pick up in store. And I said, when I get there, I'll smell it. If I don't like it, then it will be returned before it's even brought home. But I went and I smelled it because I was seeing mixed reviews on this one. I watched a lot of bloggers with this Forever Mood. She was here. And I was like, first of all, I want to make sure I buy black a few times this year, more than not. I want to do better about that. And yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead on and blind buy it. I was gonna order it and then they didn't have it. And I was like, it's okay. I'll put myself on the list when it comes back out. Then I'll have an opportunity when it drops in the store to go smell it in the store. And it was so mixed up. Some people were saying it was worth the buy, it wasn't worth the buy, whatever. But I did go and smell it in store when I went to go do my in-store pickup. And I like it. This is not for me like I have such trouble with this top. Does anybody else have trouble with this top? This for me is not a fragrance that is like a beast mode fragrance. It doesn't project for a long amount of time. So far, the sillage on it is not that, the longest sillage that I've ever had. However, I did just get this. So after it sits for a little while, you guys know how some fragrances can be over time. And once you let them macerate a little bit, then they start to perform better. But so I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt because I just got this. But compared to some other fragrances that I have, it so far is not the best projecting or the best sillage, but it's not bad. And I feel like this will be a good perfume for me to layer with. I think this is going to be great for me to layer with. I'm going to read to you the notes on it. So the top notes for this Forever Mood are pomegranate, elemi. The mid notes are Turkish rose, vanilla, pistachio, and milk. Pistachio is actually what caught my attention because I love pistachio fragrances. And the base notes are amber and suede. Now, that's where it got a little tricky for me because I don't do the suede all the time in every fragrance. There are some fragrances that I can't take the suede note in them and I don't like it. But there are other fragrances where the suede is done, right. For instance, my Labelle has a leather note or a suede note. That leather and that suede can throw me sometimes. But for instance, the Labelle has a leather note or a suede note, one or the other, and I like that. But there are other fragrances that have that leather suede note, and it's just a no for me. But this one, the suede in this is done very pretty, mixed very well with the rest of the notes, and I get vanilla, more of that, vanilla main accords, the vanilla. I get a little bit of the Turkish rose. I'm not absolutely a floral girl. I'm more of a fruity floral, if anything. But I like the Turkish rose in here. I get some of that. I get a little of the lactonic notes to me come through real well in here, which is why I think that this is going to pair and layer well with some of my other more lactonic fragrances. I think this is going to go well with it. So I don't, it's not the most beast mode fragrance that I have. However, I do not regret purchasing it. And I think that this is going to be a good wear for me in the fall. The next fragrance up is called Angham. This is Angham by Lattafa. I have a lot of Lattafa fragrances in my collection. Some are dupes to some OGs that I have. And yeah, they work great for me. This is a Middle Eastern fragrance. I know that everybody is not into Middle Eastern fragrances, but I am. I find that some of the Middle Eastern fragrances perform better than the fragrances that they dupe. And for me, this is one of them. This is Lattafa's Angham. This is a dupe to Burberry Goddess. And Burberry Goddess last year, last fall, last winter was all the rave. I saw so many layering combinations that included Burberry Goddess. I saw so many content creators talking about Burberry Goddess, and I went to the store and put my nose on Burberry Goddess a few times. But for me, Burberry Goddess was a no. Because I could not take the lavender, y'all, in that Burberry Goddess. I couldn't take the lavender. The lavender was a no for me. And so I heard that this Lattafa Angham was better on the lavender than the Burberry Goddess. I was seeing that if you could not do the lavender that was in the Burberry Goddess, that you may want to give this Angham a try. This was also a blind buy for me. It's a Lattafa perfume. I did not see it in store. The fragrancestore.com and Fragrantica, if you find either of those stores in your mall, sometimes they carry, a lot of them do carry the Lattafa perfumes in store. So sometimes I do get an opportunity to put my nose on Lattafa fragrances, but there are a lot of them that I don't get to smell, and I end up just blind buying them and seeing what they smell like once I get them. This was one of them. But I do not regret this purchase. This to me is a whole lot better on the lavender than the Burberry Goddess. What I could not take with Burberry Goddess is done so smoothly in this Lattafa Angham that I see myself wearing this and layering this with a lot. Now, she is beast mode and she is good on her own, but she is like a vanilla fragrance that you will be able to layer with almost anything. You hear me? Way more than the lavender. The vanillas with an S come out in this fragrance much more. So I'm going to read to you the notes on this. The top notes are ginger, mandarin, and pink pepper. The mid notes are lavender, praline, cacao, and jasmine. And the base notes, and this is exactly what it dries down to, y'all. The base notes are vanilla, amber, and musk. So in this fragrance, you do get those spicy, sweet, main accords, but it dries down to such a pretty vanilla, amber, and musk scent that wears all day. The sillage on this Angham is perfection. It will last you for hours. You will be smelling this. And I am, again, an oversprayer who is not ashamed. This right here does not have to be topped off to me for at least anywhere between 6 to 8 hours. This is a fragrance that, if you are like me and you just cannot do that lavender that is in the Burberry Goddess, then this is the fragrance for you to try. And this is Lattafa Angham. I already know that I will be purchasing another one of these because I am going to be wearing this down. And in comparison to the price for Burberry Goddess, which I would not have worn, it's like less than half the price of Burberry Goddess, and it performs beautifully. All right. So this is Lattafa's Angham. This one that I bought here, this is called Fire on Ice, and this is another Lattafa fragrance. I got this fragrance, Fire on Ice, because I heard from one of the fragrance creators, and I have to start remembering names so that I can mention the names on here. But I heard that this was a dupe for Killian's Angel Share, which I have. I do have Killian's Angels Share. But as you can see, if y'all can see that, I have worn Angel Share down. I pull this out in the fall, and when I tell you I am wearing this practically all fall long, I am wearing this all fall long. Whether I'm wearing it on its own, whether I am layering it with other fragrances, the Angel's Share is getting worn by Miss D in the fall. However, I was in a dilemma, and my dilemma was I going to repurchase this Angel Share this coming fall? Because as you can see, she is bust down, and I'm pretty sure that once I pull this out this fall and wear it a couple of times, that's going to be it for your girl. And so I was saying to myself, was I going to repurchase Killian's Angel Share? And I'm trying for the answer to be no. So I was in search of something that comes 90% close to Killian's Angel Share. Now, this Fire and Ice was said to be 90% close to Angel Share. I have also heard that about other fragrances. And really, this is giving me kind of the vibe or the DNA from the other Angels Share dupes. So I do also have Camera, which is a dupe for Angel Share. To me, I could see how people would say that Camera is an Angel Share dupe, which I also have worn down, but not to be alarmed. I have a backup bottle of this Camera because I did wear this a lot fall and winter last year. But there are some differences between this and the Angel Share. I don't even know necessarily if I would consider it a dupe. Yeah, I guess so. It has a lot of the DNA, but there's a sweetness in Camera that Camera is missing to me as it relates to the Angel Share by Killian. However, I can see, and I'm not saying that I smell it right now, but I'm smelling hints of it right now. That sweetness that I felt like Camera was missing, that would bring this Fire and Ice closer to the Killian's Angel Share. I think that because I just got this, it has not had time to sit and macerate and bring together kind of more of the sweetness of Angel Share. However, I think that if I give this time, when I revisit this, probably September, October, more towards October, I think that this is going to give me what I need of the Angel Share. So I'm going to revisit this Fire and Ice like October and see what it does. And if it comes as close to Angel Share as I think it will, then I won't be repurchasing her. I will be using this Lattafa's Fire and Ice. So let me give you the notes to the Fire and Ice. The top notes are cognac, cinnamon, and raspberry, which I think is the raspberry in this that I'm picking up a little bit now. And I think that over time, that raspberry is going to give me the sweet note that is in the Killian's Angel Share that the Camera does not have. So the top notes again are cognac, cinnamon, and raspberry. The mid notes are rose petals, moss, and caramel. And the base notes are myrrh, cedarwood, and ambroxan. And I think that given some time, this is going to come very, very close to the Killian's Angel Share. And if she does, I will not be repurchasing her this coming fall because she's a lot of coins that I don't know necessarily if I want to spend. Yeah, so I'm gonna revisit this back in October. So no, I blind bought this. I do not regret the blind buy, because I feel like given some time, it's going to be what I would like it to be. So, and last but certainly not least is Ellis Brooklyn's Queen's Caramel. I don't know if y'all can see that real good. Let's see. Ellis Brooklyn's Queen's Caramel. I love she. Ellis Brooklyn's Queen's Caramel was all the rave by the girls as a new drop for 2025. This just dropped. Has it been a month yet? Maybe or close to it. I tried to get it as soon as it dropped. And so after I had saw a few people review it that had gotten it in PR one day, um, and say the notes and what they got from it or whatever. This was another one that was a little mixed up because people felt like a lot of people felt like if you have other caramel scents or dupes of caramel scents that you might not necessarily need this one. However, every scent that they mention, every fragrance that they mention, I do have. And being someone that did go ahead and purchase this, I do not feel that I made a mistake by adding this to my collection. First of all, let me go ahead and read you the notes. Okay. The top notes of, I'm sorry, y'all. Caramel, maple, honey, sugar, and salt are the top notes. And you smell every last one of those notes. The mid notes are white chocolate, coconut, vanilla orchard, and jasmine. And the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. And this dries down to perfection. Queen's Caramel is your caramel fragrance, honey. It is your caramel fragrance. Okay. And I do have, as I said, some of the other fragrances that some people were saying in their opinion, if you have those, you don't necessarily need those. This one. And I do have some of them that they were talking about. I do have Eclair. Eclair is a dupe for Bianco Latte, which I also had. I have not bought Bianco Latte since I've had this Eclair. That's how good it is. Once Bianco Latte was gone, she was just gone. However, I do have a backup bottle of this Eclair. And this is the second bottle that I've had of Eclair. I have a third backup bottle on hand. Okay. Because if you like Bianco Latte and you're looking for a dupe for Bianco Latte, when I tell you once you purchase Eclair, you don't have to purchase Bianco Latte no more. She is the business. She eats down like Bianco Latte. And the sillage on her is better. And a lot of people were saying that if you have Bianco Latte, if you have Eclair, then it's kind of redundant to get Queen's Caramel in your collection. I disagree. I disagree, y'all. I disagree. I have that. I've had Bianco Latte, and I still am very happy that I got this Queen's Caramel. There are a couple of notes that do set it apart to me from Bianco Latte and from Eclair. And I will be wearing her down. She is good by herself, but she will be getting layered with her. She will be getting layered with her and a couple of more fragrances that I already have. She will be getting layered with. Okay? And I don't regret purchasing this. I went online as soon as they started talking about it before the fragrance even dropped. When they gave the date that it was going to be dropped, I went on Sephora and I said, put me on the list, Sephora. Put me on the list because I want to know. as soon as she drops, I want to know about it. Okay. Notify me. All right. I want to know, Sephora, when she drops, the day she drops, I want to know. And so this was a blind buy. They put me on the list, y'all. They notified me and I purchased as soon as I got that notification. And then I ran to the store and picked it up because I got it for store pickup because she did sell out online. And I was like, notify me when she drops in the store. And they did. And I went and picked her up and I do not regret it. All right. So this to me is going to be a wonderful fragrance that I will use all throughout the fall, that I will layer all throughout the fall. And yeah, I don't regret it, y'all. Y'all go put your nose on it. You let me know what you think in the comment section. If you think that this is so close to Eclair or Bianco Latte or any of those Bianco Latte dupes that you think that this is not necessary in your collection, let me know. I'm interested in hearing what your opinion is. I think I might even layer her with her. I'm gonna see y'all. I'm about to get in the lab and check some things out and see some things, but I don't regret it. I don't think that it is redundant to have. You let me know what you think in the comment section. But yeah, Queen's Caramel is added, and that is my haul that I didn't even know that I did because I didn't know, child. I bought what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 perfumes and didn't realize that I had done a haul, y'all. But that's it for me. I hope that this has helped you out. I hope it helps you to make some decisions on what you may or may not want to get. I hope it gives you some inspiration to go put your nose on a few things and let me know what you think about it. I want the interaction, y'all. Y'all help me. Make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so I can grow my followers and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. If you like this video and you want more of these, then let me know because I did get a lot of new skincare. They had this Fenty butter drop. We're gonna call this an honorable mention. They did do this Fenty salted caramel butter drop in on its own. Last year it came little teeny tiny in a 3-pack. That was what do you call it? That was limited edition. Limited edition in that 3-pack. But I was saying when I bought it in 3-pack, I really didn't even want the other 2 that came with it. I really bought the 3-pack so that I could have this one. But now it is in a 6.7 ounce container. Fenty salted caramel butter drop. And they're selling it on its own. It's sold out in 2 of my stores, y'all. I had to go to Plainview. I live in Long Island in Amityville. I had to go to the Plainview Sephora in order to pick it up. I called them and I was like, "Do y'all have salted caramel butter drop in your store? Because it is sold out everywhere else." And they was like, "Yeah, we hold it for 24 hours." I was like, "You ain't got to hold it that long. Put my name on it. I'll be there in 15 minutes." And yeah, so this is really, really good. So I do have some skincare stuff that I bought as well. I have some Bath and Body Works that I bought also for the fall. If you can't tell, I have this and I have another whole cabinet that is full of body care and oils and new Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secrets scents that I bought for the fall. If you're interested in seeing that, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're interested, and I'll make that my next haul. And I'm going to come back to you with that along with some layering combinations for the fall that I am so excited to be able to wear. I have tried them and they are trusted and true. And I'm not going to be a gatekeeper. I'm going to put it out there so that you guys can smell as fabulous as I have been smelling. And yeah, if you have any layering combinations that you want me to try for you, I will try them. Okay, let me know what you have and I'll let you know if I have those fragrances in my collection because I have fragrances here, there, and everywhere. And so I may be able to try some things for you all. All right, love you. Have a very, very blessed rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you again.